Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February the 21st, 2021, and we got a little shaka for this pay-per-view for Elimination Chamber. Ladies and gentlemen, two people won't be wrestling, and one match got canceled because Asuka and Lacey Evans' match was canceled because Lacey Evans is pregnant. Pregnant lady cannot wrestle. They're using this pregnancy stuff as a storyline to find out who's the dad, who the daddy boy, the sugar daddy, will be Ric Flair or somebody else. But we all know it's from her husband. I hope. But I think it is because that's the rumor. Everybody says it's from her husband. It's going to be the husband's kid, not Ric Flair's. But, ladies and gentlemen, and then another match got changed. It was a triple threat match, United States Championship match. There will still be a triple threat match, but Keith Lee was pulled out of the championship match because he was injured and wasn't medically cleared to wrestle. So they announced, before the kickoff show even started, they announced there will be a fatal four-way match to become the number one contender, or who will be joining that triple threat match against Riddle and Bobby Lashley. It will be a fatal four-way match. So, in that fatal four-way match, we got John Morrison, Elias, Mustafa Ali, and Ricochet. I thought it was a pretty good fatal four-way, and I think I would be okay if any of these guys won, except for Elias. Elias, he's not showing a lot of good in this matches he's having. Even with the tag team match, has he been in the tag team match with Jackson Riker? I don't know, but I'm not a big fan right now. I used to be. He was good in the ring. Now, he's dull. I'm sorry to say, maybe you guys are fans of Elias, but I'm not. But John Morrison, Mustafa Ali, or Ricochet becoming the United States Champion, I will be okay with. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but Retribution got themselves involved, and Mustafa Ali and Retribution was a little distracted because they were attacking Ricochet. Maze and T-Bar did a double power bomb into the post, drilling Mr. Ricochet's back into the post, and then we saw John Morrison pulled Mustafa Ali from the apron through the ropes and did a 1-2-3 with a roll-up. John Morrison will be in that triple threat match. Pretty decent match. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the first Elimination Chamber match. The SmackDown Elimination Chamber. To start the match off was Daniel Bryan and Cesaro. I thought it was a great match. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. But ladies and gentlemen, it was sad how Kevin Owens lost. It was because Kevin Owens was so close to the door. I forgot who got eliminated. I think it was Sami Zayn. Somebody got eliminated. And Jey Uso put Kevin Owens' arm through the front door and just slams it and hold it multiple times and did multiple super kicks in the skull to Mr. Kevin Owens. And then he put him back in the ring. Super kick through the ropes to the skull of Mr. Kevin Owens. Did a splash. Kevin Owens was eliminated. But Mr. Sami Zayn, before the match, was upset because he was going to pod, and the referee told his personal camera crew they had to leave. And he was upset, and we've been hearing him scream since people were doing their entrances. You hear this guy screaming, "Then we could talk it out. I want my cameraman." They don't work for the WWE. They work for you. So they're not allowed to be in there for their protection. It's a big, giant cylinder. I think it was isn't it a cylinder? I don't know. I'm not good at school stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, giant cage. These guys could get hurt if they trip over something and bang their heads. And WWE doesn't want to be responsible because of that. Because you want to be too stupid and leave these guys there. But I thought it was a pretty decent match. All the guys in this match did a great job. Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Jey Uso, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro. I thought it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match, after pinning Jey Uso with a running knee, Daniel Bryan wins the match. But ladies and gentlemen, we thought the match for the Universal title will be later on tonight, but it was up next. Daniel Bryan was dead on the ground. They raised the cage up, Roman Reigns came out, and we get the Universal Championship match right away. Well, Daniel Bryan almost got the win with the yes log, but ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns overpowered, and he choked out Daniel Bryan. He retains the title. Roman was celebrating until Edge does a spear onto Roman Reigns, and we found out one of the Royal Rumble winners who they choose to face at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania, we're going to see spear versus spear. Edge versus Roman Reigns. That's going to be interesting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a triple threat match for the United States Championship match. I thought this was a great match as well. I thought every match was great. We have Bobby Lashley defending his title against Riddle and John Morrison. My goodness, Bobby Lashley was destroying all these guys. But at the end, we got John Morrison trying to whack Bobby Lashley with MVP's crutch because he got injured. He took MVP's crutch and was about to hit Bobby Lashley, but Bobby Lashley reversed it and did his hurt lock on him. And then we got Riddle grabbing the crutch, whacked Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley went outside the ring, and then we saw Riddle doing the Bro Derek onto John Morrison. 1, 2, 3. We got a new United States champion, Riddle. Wow, Riddle is the new champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defends their women's tag team titles against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. What I noticed about this whole show, every match except for the Fatal 4-Way, but it's about a championship, is a championship match. It's about a championship match. Even the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. You win, you become the number contender to the title. Everything on this list says championship. Interesting. Wow. But I thought this was a pretty decent match as well between Nia Jax and Shayna versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I don't know what you guys thought. But at the end, we got Original coming out, and looks like he wanted Sasha Banks to cheat. Sasha had the big statement, but she had to break it up because Nia got the ropes and Nia rolled away. And you see Original throwing a champagne bottle, and then the referee saw, and there was a distraction that Sasha wasn't about to do it, and she was yelling at Original. And then we got Nia Jax doing a Samoan drop onto Sasha Banks, pitted her, and they retained the titles. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Drew McIntyre to be defending his WWE Championship against AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Kofi Kingston. Randy Orton was the first one to be eliminated. We thought The Fiend would show up or Alexa Bliss, but none of those things happened. But ladies and gentlemen, after Randy Orton was eliminated, he was attacking everybody, was doing RKOs on everybody, and then you see Omos ripping the plexiglass of the back of the pod of AJ Styles, and AJ Styles hopped outside the ring. He ran around and he went face to face with Randy Orton because he had to leave. And then nothing happened there, and then AJ Styles just ran in the ring and he was part of the match. His time wasn't up, but ladies and gentlemen, Adam Pearce put almost says, "Get it in the bag, you little homo." Why did I just say that? I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble, but ladies and gentlemen, let's see. I didn't mean to say that, but ladies and gentlemen, he told him to go in the back, okay? It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it, but the last two guys who started the match was Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. It was a pretty decent match. The winner of that match was Drew McIntyre after a Claymore in the air when AJ was about to do a phenomenal forearm, and then he got kicked in the air with a Claymore. Drew McIntyre retains the title. For a little bit of the celebration, we got Bobby Lashley coming out and attacking Drew McIntyre. After he was done attacking Drew McIntyre, The Miz came out to cash in his Money in the Bank. The Miz tried to do DDT, didn't work out. He did a squad question finale, 1, 2, 3. and your new WWE Champion, The Miz. We had 2 new champions, and now, ladies and gentlemen, I thought WrestleMania was going to be Drew McIntyre. Now The Miz is going to be the WWE Champion? I don't know, do I hate it or not, because I'm happy that they did something for The Miz. They weren't like with Otis, when Otis won the Money in the Bank, they didn't know what to do with him. But they actually, Miz is a former WWE Champion, of course. But I'm happy that he actually did something with him. Even with John Morrison. John Morrison actually won a pay-per-view match. I know he didn't win the championship, but he did win that Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view match. Not in the tag team match, all by himself. I was happy for that. But what's going to happen with WrestleMania with The Miz now? We know Edge is going for the Universal title against Roman Reigns. But what's next? What's going to happen with the WWE title? Is Drew McIntyre going to get it back at Fastlane? Or are we going to see The Miz and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania? I don't know. I didn't mean to say the other word about almost. That just slipped out. I'm sorry, guys. But ladies and gentlemen, this was a short pay-per-view, but it was a pretty decent show. Maybe because people wouldn't really care about this match because this is the second last pay-per-view. Nobody really want to watch Fastlane, but people want to see what happens and what's the story is going to be like for WrestleMania. That's why people watch it. But this is the second last pay-per-view until WrestleMania. Maybe people love the Elimination Chamber. I do love the Elimination Chamber. But nobody's going to watch Fastlane. Nobody's going to do that. They want WrestleMania. But WrestleMania is in April. They need something in March. They need a pay-per-view in March. They need something small. So WWE is going to put Fastlane back on the market, on the calendar. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens there. It might be a pretty decent show. Maybe we finally get to see The Fiend and Randy Orton do something. They did wait for a while for Bray Wyatt to do the same thing with The Undertaker. I believe like 2016. Was that WrestleMania 31? No, 2015. 2015. WrestleMania 2016 was 32. WrestleMania 31, Bray Wyatt did something in Fastlane to call out The Undertaker, and then they made the match happen. It was the same thing. They had Elimination Chamber. No, I don't think it was the same thing in 2015. Elimination Chamber was way before even WrestleMania it was way before. I remember that. It was way before. It wasn't Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber and then Fastlane. Yeah, I do remember that. I totally forgot. I'm messing up here. But ladies and gentlemen, I believe they're going to wait for a bit to make some more rivalries happen. Or make some more stories for WrestleMania for Night 1 and Night 2. At least they announced it. Not like last year. Last year was a last minute thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, and I am sorry that I said a bad word. I don't know if it's a bad word for YouTube, but I didn't mean to say it. It slipped out of my mouth. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Tell me what you guys think about the Elimination Chamber. I thought it was a pretty decent show. But, ladies and gentlemen, new United States Champion Riddle and new WWE Champion The Miz. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. See you guys on Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. Tyler's out. Bye.